Hi guys, so we know that the DUP are liars and charlatans. That is not news to most people. The DUP were against the Good Friday Agreement back in 1998, and they were and are pro-Brexit. They campaigned for it and they voted for it. Now their goal is to see the whole of the UK leave the single market and the customs union. Well, that bet failed, and they've turned their ire onto the Northern Ireland Protocol. The DUP are currently using two arguments against the protocol. One is that it changes Northern Ireland's place constitutionally as part of the United Kingdom. This argument failed in court, and even Lord Frost himself has been forced to admit that Northern Ireland's place in the UK has not changed. Has the DUP given up on this debunked idea? Of course not. They're ideologues. They are immune to facts. The other argument they present is economic, that the Northern Ireland Protocol is damaging to Northern Ireland economically. In a sense, they're right, since ending the Brexit transition period, Northern Ireland has gone through a very rough time economically. But while the DUP blame the protocol, the real culprit, of course, is Brexit. So, do the DUP really care about the economic impact of the protocol, or is this just another lie by Brexiteers in Northern Ireland? Well, let's hear from the current leader of the DUP, Jeffrey Donaldson, what he said a few days ago about the protocol. Then let's hear what he said about Brexit back in 2019.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker, and can I congratulate my right honourable and honourable friends on securing this debate today and for giving members the opportunity to express their views. For people in Northern Ireland, the political and economic stakes could not be higher, as the protocol presents the greatest ever threat to the economic integrity of the United Kingdom. The rigorous implementation of the protocol that some anti-Brexit parties in Northern Ireland have called for would be bad for consumers and bad for business. It would be socially disruptive, economically ruinous and politically disastrous for Northern Ireland. As Lord Frost has repeatedly pointed out, the Northern Ireland Protocol in its present form is unsustainable and it needs to go.
Okay, so this is what Jeffrey Donaldson has said back in, well, a few days ago on the 15th of July. That the Northern Ireland Protocol is damaging to the economy. He also talked about the political aspect. That has been, of course, debunked, but it's damaging to the economy and it needs to go. So you would get the impression that Jeffrey Donaldson truly cares about the economy in Northern Ireland. Well, when it came to Brexit, this is him in 2019.
And at the moment, the EU are saying no to discussion, no to reopening the withdrawal agreement. And what we're saying is that until they agree to do that, why would we take no deal off the table? It's our strongest negotiating point. I've been involved in negotiations for years.
You've just got to live with the consequences.
You would be a poor negotiator if you abandon your strongest negotiating point at this stage.
I understand the point about negotiating, but could I ask you on a human level, as an MP, as a DUP MP, how will you feel if no deal comes to pass? With the hand of history on your shoulder, will you feel like you can live with yourself if those job losses come true?
Of course I will. I can live with myself, Emma. I lived through the troubles in Northern Ireland when we lost tens of thousands of jobs during that period, and I worked to bring peace to Northern Ireland, and I want that peace and stability to continue. I want Northern Ireland to have a strong economy, but I voted for Brexit. The majority of people in the United Kingdom voted for Brexit.
So, if Brexit destroys jobs and the economy, that's perfectly fine. But if the protocol affects the economy in any way, that's a problem. Do you see the problem here with Brexiteers like the DUP? The DUP care more about Brexit than they do about the economy. But when it came to the protocol, they would say, no, we care more about the economy than we do about the protocol. These people campaigned for Brexit, they voted for Brexit, and they continue to support Brexit. And now they're turning around and trying to use whatever tools they can to undermine the protocol. The protocol is a consequence of Brexit. If there was no Brexit, there'd be no protocol. But they wanted to take the UK as a whole out of the single market and the customs union, put a border on the island of Ireland, and to hell with the consequences. because the DUP never supported the Good Friday Agreement. They will continually attempt to use the Good Friday Agreement as a cudgel against the protocol, but never against Brexit. They're charlatans, they're liars, and they're crooks. But as I said before, we sort of already knew that. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons. You ensure that this channel continues to exist. I'm eternally grateful for all of your support. If you join Patreon, you will receive instant access to our Discord server, where we have both audio and video chats. You can chat with me and other patrons, where we discuss important and non-important issues. Becoming a patron per month costs about the same as a large coffee, so why not check it out?